Hello everyone, welcome back. Please comment, subscribe, folks. Comment, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link tree down below. Has links to all of my social media platforms. Please go down there, follow me across all my social media platforms, and talk to me because I'll talk back. Also down there as well as links to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there, subscribe to all my YouTube pages, and turn on your notifications so when I post content, you folks will be in the know. Listen, folks, today, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be doing a live radio show. All right, we're going to be talking about all things Jets, games they got coming up, roster stuff, all that stuff, okay? Call in. I take live callers. I love going back and forth with you folks about this football team. Now, with that said and done and put to the side, I've come to talk to you folks today about Robert Saleh. Yes, Coach Robert Saleh recently spoke with the New York media, and he had quite a bit to say, and I want to share those tidbits. One of those, okay, being about Duane Brown, okay? We're going to be talking about Duane Brown, all right, and what's going on, and some things that, you know, could impact the New York Jets offensive line, all right? So I'm going to start with this, all right? Saleh sat down with the media. They asked him some questions, and he had some interesting things to say. He had some tidbits, and I want to cover a couple of them with you folks, all right? Now, I'm going to start with what he had to say about Duane Brown, all right? For those of you that may not know, Duane Brown is due to come off of IR this week for the New York Jets, all right? And the media asked Saleh about Duane Brown as far as, you know, what are they going to do with him going forward? You know, how are they going to handle his situation coming off of IR? Are they going to immediately implement him into the starting line for the New York Jets offense? And he wouldn't go into detail about what they were going to do with Duane Brown as far as whether they would put him back, you know, in the starting lineup as a starting left tackle for the New York Jets or how they would handle his situation. But he did say, this is what he did say. He said that they would go with their best five along the starting offensive line, okay? Here's the deal. All right, here's the deal. I pray, okay? I pray that they do not smash Duane Brown back into the New York Jets starting line along the offense, starting offensive line spot at left tackle. I pray that they don't do that. I pray that they don't just hand him the left tackle spot when he comes back, just the same way they handed him the left tackle spot when he came back off of IR during the offseason. I hope that they do not do that because Mekhi Becton is playing phenomenal at left tackle. Just leave him there. Let's allow Duane Brown to be a quality backup piece. That if need be, something may happen, which knock on wood, I hope it doesn't happen. And we need to utilize his services because something happened and he needs to be the guy to step in. All right, cool. I'm good with that. But don't rock the boat here and put him back at left tackle because, to be completely honest, Duane Brown has looked exactly how I said Duane Brown would look, right? Coming into this season. He looks old and stiff, all right? This guy, again, barely came off of the pup like a week before the Giants game this last offseason and preseason. Didn't really build any kind of camaraderie with the offensive line in a new scheme. Stepped out, didn't look very good, right? And then eventually he went on IR because of an injury, and now he's coming back. And it's like, hey, look, the Jets' offensive line is good. We're set. We have a solid left tackle on Becton. Let him keep going out there. Don't have Duane Brown come back, okay? Unless he has to, unless you have to utilize his talents, dude, just let him sit on the bench and move forward, all right? Just let that happen. Now, they also spoke with him about Tippmann as well, our guard currently. We did just draft him. He was supposed to be a center, but he has been playing right guard, and he's been looking really good. He did not have an update on Tippmann and his injury. We know that Tippmann's been dealing with a thigh injury, but that he called him a quick healer, and they said that they'll know a little bit more on Wednesday, so there'll be an update then. Now, if Tippmann cannot go for this next upcoming game, more than likely Wes Schweitzer is going to be the guy that they put out there at right guard. Okay, now Wes has been kind of up and down, but again, he's a quality depth piece, a guy that can fill in as we go forward. But I would love to see Tippmann out there, but I do not want Tippmann out there until he's 100%. Okay, until he's 100%, I don't want him out there. All right. He also spoke on Xavier Gibson, okay, a young wide receiver, undrafted rookie free agent who's been turning some heads. We've seen him give us some things on special teams as well. Big kick return against the Bills, which actually won us that game. But he's also been doing some things at wide receiver and being productive there. And he talked about the emergence of Gibson, the way that he's really been putting on and they've been utilizing him within the offensive scheme, made McCole Hardman expendable. And that's why eventually, they kind of moved on from him and sent him, back to the Chiefs. And look, I get it. Okay, I get it. Gibson emerging did change how the wide receiver room kind of looked. But that is no excuse for you not utilizing McCole Hardman effectively within this offense, and I am not going to let them get away with that, okay? Look, I get that Gibson is putting things together, and the kid is looking good. He's looking like something that we're going to be able to really utilize heavily in the future because of his speed and explosiveness. But no teams around the league go, well, we got a good wide receiver. We got two good wide receivers. Let's get rid of the third one. No one does that. The Chiefs don't do it. None of these top teams in the league do that. If they can really gather a good wealth of talent at various positions, they will do that. Okay, they hoard talent. The Chiefs do that all the time. Let's go back to them. Listen, just because they got Travis Kelce, that doesn't mean they want to get rid of other weapons that they have. No, they utilize Travis Kelce and then they utilize those other weapons effectively as well. So I don't want to hear that. I get it. But Mecole Hardman, this guy is a burner. He's a guy that has speed, explosiveness, can take a top off of a defense, and he should have been utilized. As a matter of fact, when the week he went back to the Chiefs, he just played, he had a big return from them that really paid dividends. So I don't want to hear that. I respect it. I love Gibson as well. I think he's playing great. But don't tell me that Mecole Hardman, all of a sudden, you can get rid of him because Gibson has emerged. You should have utilized Mecole Hardman. And I'm gonna move on from that because that didn't sit well with me. Now, DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner are still in the concussion protocol. We'll see what happens as they continue to go forward with that as well. Man, if they don't get cleared, they could miss this upcoming game. I don't want to see that happen, but as of right now, they are still in the concussion protocol. All right. The Jets also are trying something different to get themselves going coming out of a bye week. Saleh spoke on that too. The Jets have a history, man. They have a history of coming out of bye weeks very slow, very sluggish, and getting smacked by the teams that they face coming out of bye weeks. And this is not just Saleh. This is not just like an issue, I guess, with Saleh. Even going back to the days of Rex Ryan. Rex was a great coach, but we would come out of bye weeks really slow, sluggish, and we would get washed by teams. And we'd be like, what is going on here? Why can't you guys get it together? But Saleh said that they're doing something differently to kick themselves out of the bye, and that they're doing things to change so they're more engaged physically and emotionally. So we'll see what that is. All right. Now, he also spoke about the Giants as well. We know we got a Giants game coming up, and he kind of spoke very glowingly about them. He complimented them as a gentleman does. So he said that he was very impressed with their defense, and he talked about their offense being able to move the ball. Okay, so some kind words from Saleh, against the competition, of course, because he is a gentleman of leisure. All right. So comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. How do you folks feel about this situation with Duane Brown? Do you think he should be immediately implemented back into the New York Jets starting lineup along the offensive line there at left tackle? What are your thoughts about Tittman? Are you concerned about DJ Reed and Sauce still being in a concussion protocol? What are your thoughts about Gibson's emergence making Mecole Hardman expendable? What are your thoughts about that? Comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. We'll go back and forth. You folks have a good one. Peace.